And hello everyone, and welcome into episode number 10 of Matt Sports Talk. And I, in this video, am going to be recapping all of the games from this past Saturday, first on the women's side and then on the men's side. Immediately following this video, I will be recording a video talking about the men's recap, so that will be coming directly after this one, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. And of course, there are only 2 games left in the regular season, so things are really winding down, and playoff implications are really ramping up. And I'm not going to dive into that here in these recap videos today, because there are still some additional scenarios that could play out to determine playoff seeding. So I'm just going to stay with these daily recaps from at least this week. And of course, we have some big games coming up Wednesday night, so I'll be recapping those on Thursday. And then of course, the regular season wraps up Saturday, so I'll be recapping those games on Monday, and then also previewing all the matches for the postseason tournament beginning next Tuesday and Wednesday. Next Tuesday for the men, and then next Wednesday for the women. So without further ado, we'll dive in to the first matchup from this past Saturday, and it was the Grace College Lancers traveling to Mishawaka, Indiana, to face off against the Pilots of Bethel. And the Pilots victorious in this game by a final score of 60-56. Now, Grace had a really good game, and probably the best game that they've played all season long, especially with all the injuries that they've had. They're down to just 5 healthy players in terms of being able to play based on scholarships. So obviously, this was a very good performance by Grace despite all the injuries. Bethel, like I said, a 60-56 winner. Looking at the stats first for the visitors of Grace, you had Morgan Houck, 2 of 9 shooting. She did have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, so not too bad. Maddie Pointer, 6 of 9 shooting, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 at the free throw line, with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Kenzie Ryman, 4 of 11 shooting, 4 of 9 was from downtown, 2 of 2 at the free throw line with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Becca Marshall had an off-shooting game, but she did have 1 assist and 1 steal. And the biggest stat that stands out is Peyton Murphy, 5 of 12 shooting, so she did struggle a little bit from the floor, but she was 6 of 10 at the line, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, excuse me, and 3 steals. And then off the bench for the Lancers, of course, one girl that they had to activate as a position player from the volleyball team, Sahara B. In 5 minutes of action, she had 4 rebounds, so really impressive to see that. Grace as a team shot 39 from the field, 26 from 3. They were just 65 at the line, so not too terribly bad in terms of the free throw numbers. The Pilots only got to the free throw line 7 times compared to 20 times for the Lancers. Bethel converting 5 of 7 attempts for 71%. Bethel as a team shot 37 from the field, so pretty identical shooting than the Lancers, and 20% from 3 for the Pilots, 26 for Grace. So the shooting was actually pretty near even. And then looking at the stats for Bethel, you had Caroline Morris, 2 of 3 shooting with 6 rebounds. You had Mariah Claywell, 6 of 17 shooting, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. Gracie Lambs, 5 of 10 shooting, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Isabel Scales, 2 of 4 shooting with 5 rebounds and 1 assist. And freshman Olivia Nickerson, 3 of 12 shooting, so she did struggle a little bit, but she did have 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Off the bench for the Pilots, the stat that really stands out is Justice Williams. Justice was 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, 1 of 1 at the line with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and just 16 minutes of action. So really impressive to see that, and that was the matchup there. The next matchup takes us to Goshen, Indiana, where the Lady Maple Leafs faced off against the Trojans of Taylor. Taylor was looking to get their 2nd conference win. Of course, I alluded to in my recap video last week, I alluded to last week that the Lady Trojans, were already eliminated from the playoff race, but still the Trojans put up a really good fight, and Goshen was victorious in this game, 81-63. Looking at the stats for the Trojans, Ava Henson, 5 of 11 shooting, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the line with two rebounds, 1 assist. And for Emma Full, she struggled shooting, but she was 3 of 4 at the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. Kendall Wayne also struggled shooting, but she did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal as well. And Quinn Kelly, 5 of 10 shooting with 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Off the bench for the Trojans, Katie Moyer, 2 of 2 shooting. 1 of 1 of that was from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 at the line with 2 steals and 1 assist, and just 6 minutes of action. So really impressive to see that. And the Trojans shot 36% from the field, so not too terribly bad. 29% from beyond the arc, 70% at the free throw line. They got to the line 20 times, converted 14 of those attempts, and the Lady Maple Leafs got to the line 17 times and converted 14 of those for 82.5%. So obviously the free throw shooting a little bit better for the Maple Leafs. And looking at the Maple Leafs statistics, Hannah Clark, 1 of 5 shooting with 1 assist and 1 steal in just 11 minutes of action. Ava Licklider had a really good shooting game, 4 of 6 shooting with 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. Cyan Mohammed, 7 of 13 shooting with 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. Kiana Oling, 1 of 4 shooting, 4 of 4 at the line with 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And off the bench, Zion Neat, 7 of 11 shooting, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Emmy Boots, a career high in terms of points, 6 of 9 shooting. She had, I believe, 22 points on the day. 6 of 9 shooting, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. 4 of 7 from beyond the arc, 4 of 5 at the line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. And the Maple Leafs shot 53% from the field, 50 from beyond the arc, and then I alluded to 82% at the line. Now the difference in the starting role positions for the Lady Maple Leafs, it was senior day on Saturday, so obviously all the seniors started, and that's why the lineup looked a little bit different. So really good shooting numbers there. The next matchup takes us to Marion, Indiana, where the Lady Wildcats faced off against the Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene. And the first time these two teams met in Mount Vernon last month, the Wildcats were victorious 76-66. And this matchup on Saturday was pretty identical, albeit 5 more points were scored from the Wildcats than the first meeting, and MVNU scored 1 more point than the first meeting, so pretty much identical. And Mount Vernon got off to a 15-4 start, and the Wildcats responded and was able to take a 3-point lead after the first quarter. They outscored MVNU 21-13 in the second, 20-13 in the fourth, in the third, and then in the fourth quarter, MVNU got out to an 11-4 run, and the Wildcats were in that span. The Wildcats were 3 of 14 shooting. Mount Vernon was 5 of 10, so obviously Mount Vernon shot way better in the fourth quarter. But the Wildcats were able to be victorious here, 81-67, to go to 25-1 on the year, 15-1 in the Crossroads League, and they are still only 1 win away from locking up that number 1 seed and home court advantage throughout the Crossroads League tournament. The Wildcats need 1 more win, or they would need 1 loss by both Marion and St. Francis to clinch that number 1 spot. So obviously there's still a lot on the line, at least going into the game on Wednesday night. And obviously for IWU, at the very least, you want to keep building momentum going into the league tournament that starts next Wednesday. So looking at the stats for MVNU, freshman Serenity Johnson, 6 of 11 shooting with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Emily Walker, 13 points on the night, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 3 of 3 at the line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Teresa Maggio, 19 points on the afternoon, 7 of 14 shooting, 5 of 6 at the line with 2 steals, 1 rebound. Katie Sprang, 3 rebounds, and Angela Roshak, 4 of 6 shooting with 5 rebounds as well. And then off the bench, Naomi Kaib was 3 of 3 at the line with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. MVNU shot 43% from the field, so not bad at all. They were just 23% from 3, so obviously that's going to play a major factor. And then MVNU, great at the free throw line, 90%, 18 of 20. And Indiana Wesleyan was 16 of 20, converted just 16 of those for obviously 80%. And then for the Wildcats, Maddie Lawrence, boy, what a job she has done in the starting rotation. 22 points, 6 of 15 shooting, 9 of 11 at the line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Izzy Reed, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, or 1 steal, I should say, and 1 block. Corin Grivey struggled shooting, only made 1 shot out of 8 attempts, but she did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And for Emily Mattingly, 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 at the line, with 3 steals, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Taylor Folkema, another double-double, another double-double for Taylor Folkema, 6 of 11 shooting with 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Off the bench, Jade Nutley, 4 of 9 shooting with a rebound and an assist. Ellie Kelleher, 3 of 9 shooting, 2 of 2 at the line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And Bria Garber, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 of that was from beyond the arc with 4 rebounds and 1 block. The Wildcats shot 42% from the field, so pretty identical to Mount Vernon's 43%. The Wildcats slightly better from 3 at 30% compared to 23% for the Cougars. And then, of course, I alluded to the Cougars slightly better at the free throw line, albeit by 2 more attempts, and that was your matchup there. The next matchup takes us to Fort Wayne, where the Cougars of St. Francis faced off against the Marion Knights. And for St. Francis, they were looking for the season sweep on the Lady Knights. The Lady Cougars, the first time these two teams met, had a 16-point win in Indianapolis. This go-around, it was completely different. It was an all-time classic basketball game. I watched this game live online, or at least the ending, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And it was the Cougars coming away with the season sweep over the Knights, but number 9 ranked St. Francis Cougars 73-72 victory over number 12 Marion. And boy, what a game this was. And for Marion, Abby McNally, 11 of 14 shooting, 5 of 7 at the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Her sister Kylie did not score except with 1 point at the free throw line, but Kylie did have 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Madison Bailey, 2 of 4 shooting, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Taylor Double, 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Olivia Faust had 4 assists and 2 rebounds, and the Knights shot 42% from the field, just 29 from 3, and just 64 at the free throw line, converting 9 of the 14 attempts. The Cougars were 12 of 15 at the line for 80%, so the Cougars were better at the free throw line. And looking at stats for the Cougars, Isabella Gizzi, 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 of that was from downtown, 3 of 3 at the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Cassidy Crawford, 4 of 6 shooting with 2 assists, 1 rebound. Freshman Callie Gregory, 5 of 13 shooting, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 3 of 5 at the line with 1 block, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Chloe McKnight, 3 of 9 shooting, 3 of 8 of that was from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Julia Mantilla, 4 of 7 shooting, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the line, 5 rebounds, 1 block. Off the bench, Taylor Fordyce, 5 of 6 shooting, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, 1 of 1 at the line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. The Cougars 50% shooting from the field, 45 from 3, and then I alluded to they were 80 at the free throw line, so that was an all-time classic basketball game. And the Lady Cougars sweeping the Marion Knights in the regular season, and that was your matchup there. And my last matchup takes us to Huntington, Indiana, where the Lady Cougars of Spring Arbor faced off against the Lady Foresters of Huntington. And I watched this game as well, and it was a really, really good game. And Huntington got out to a fast start in the first half. Spring Arbor did close the gap slightly later in the third quarter and into the start of the fourth quarter, but the Lady Foresters had a phenomenal fourth quarter, outscoring the Cougars 20-12 and getting a huge 91-70 win for Huntington. And with this win, Huntington gets back to the 500 mark in conference play for the first time since November 23rd, when they defeated Bethel after the first game of conference play, when Huntington suffered that tough loss to number 2 Indiana Wesleyan. So what a win for head coach Darby Maggard and her team. A 21-point victory against Spring Arbor. Now, the first time these two teams met in Spring Arbor, it was the Cougars with a 75-70 win, and Huntington was able to avenge that loss and get a big, big win on Saturday. Looking at the stats for Spring Arbor, They did have a couple of bright spots. Now, their weakest spot, though, was at the free throw line. Spring Arbor was 21 of 37 at the free throw line for just 56.8%. And Huntington was 12 of 14 at the line for 85%. So obviously there's your difference there. Now, a couple of bright spots for Spring Arbor was Emma Smyska was 6 of 8 at the free throw line with 1 rebound, 2 steals. Sydney Onens, 2 of 6 shooting. She had 2 blocks, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Elena Kolesa, 4 of 10 shooting with 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Megan Zeitz, 8 of 12 shooting at the free throw line. 1 of 6, though, from the floor. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 32, I believe it was 32 points on the night for fifth-year senior Alana Nelson. 11 of 29 shooting, 5 of 11 from beyond the arc, 6 of 11 at the line. Another double-double for her, 11 rebounds and 2 assists. Spring Arbor, 32% from the field, 41 from 3, and then I alluded to 56 at the line. And Huntington, 52% from the field, 25 from 3, but 85 at the line. And looking at the stats for Huntington, Bailey Kellum, 4 of 10 shooting, 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, so uncharacteristic of her. 4 of 4 at the free throw line, though, so that'll help her free throw numbers, obviously, in the statistics book. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Kendall Yoakum, 2 of 8 shooting, which was all from beyond the arc, 1 of 2 at the line. And coming in, she was a 95% free throw shooter in conference, so obviously those numbers will go down at least a little bit. 6 rebounds for Yoakum with 2 assists and 2 steals. Annika Nelson, 2 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 at the line with 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Senior Gabby Melby, 25 points, 9 of 18 shooting, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 2 of 3 at the line with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. And for the second straight game, sophomore center Liv Raby, 9 of 9 shooting, 1 of 1 at the line with 5 rebounds. And Liv is playing absolutely phenomenal for Coach Maggard at this point in the season. And it's really, really hard, no matter what division it is, to have back-to-back games where you're shooting perfectly from the floor. That's not easy to do for anybody on any team on any division level. So obviously a huge congratulations to Liv for that amazing achievement that she is on, and hopefully she'll be able to, I mean, at least, somebody like that, you obviously want to see them do well, and you want to see them carry that momentum into the last 2 games of the regular season, and then into the Crossroads League tournament coming up next Wednesday, when more than likely these Foresters will be facing off against the Spring Arbor Cougars once again. And then off the bench, Addie Shank had a really good game for Huntington. 7 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 2 at the line with 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Huntington, 52% from the field compared to 32 for Spring Arbor, 25% from 3 for Huntington compared to 41 for Spring Arbor. And then obviously the free throw difference, 85% for Huntington, 56 for Spring Arbor. And those were all of your that was all your matchups from this past Saturday. Looking ahead to the matches coming your way on Wednesday, previewing those. Mount Vernon Nazarene will be at Marion. St. Francis will be at Grace. Huntington will be at Taylor. Indiana Wesleyan will be up in Goshen. And Bethel will be up at Spring Arbor. And those will be your matchups coming up on Wednesday night. And then obviously the standings, a real quick look at that in terms of the teams that are going to be in the league tournament. Goshen, the 8 seed, 5-11. Bethel and Mount Vernon tied for the 6 and 7, both at 6 and 10 in the conference. Mount Vernon, though, currently holding that tiebreaker over the Lady Pilots because of more league road wins. Huntington, solely the 5 seed at 8 and 8. Spring Arbor, the 4 seed, currently at 10 and 6. Of course, one more win by Spring Arbor, that would lock them for sure into that number 4 spot. One more win by Huntington would officially lock them into that number 5 spot. Marion and St. Francis tied at 13 and 3. St. Francis, though, ahead of Marion because they swept them this year, so St. Francis holding that head-to-head tiebreaker. And then Indiana Wesleyan 15 and 1. Once again, in a really good position to be that number 1 seed, and then Grace 3 and 13, Taylor 1 and 15. Both of those 2 teams should be eliminated from the playoffs. So that is your updated look at the standings. And coming up here momentarily, I'll be recording a men's recap video, so you want to stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment down below, or subscribe to my channel, any one of those 3 options. help me out greatly. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day.